Is it somebody right on my call? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, I hope everything with you is wonderful. As we approach the end of a day on Monday, I know I'm late. I'm a little late. But sometimes you just get tired. I tell you one thing. If you ever decide to come down here and do this, no, it is a lot of work. So you have to really, really enjoy it.
That is true.
Because if not, and pace yourself, because if not, you will burn out.
Yes.
You don't feel it at first, but maybe after 3 years, if you survive.
And it also shows you how much endurance you can require before you reach your burnout.
And I can only imagine for those who have no one, they have to do everything by themselves. They have to edit this, that, find content, look at content. And what about those that have jobs? They would need someone there to do a lot of the work for them if they have a job where they work at 8 to 9 hours a day.
Yep.
What do you think? You just couldn't. And what if you was a teacher or something like that to come home and I mean you had the time.
Couldn't do it every day. I mean, if you did, maybe you would film a lot more on the weekends,
right?
Or you would film intermittently throughout the week, like. One night you do research and then go record the next day or something like that. So, maybe there's some way you work it out. But doing it every day, I think that's a literal full-time commitment job.
And we realized that 2 years ago. And so we finally started last year to get adjusted. We will no longer work on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yes.
Unless something major come out and we have to put it out.
Yes.
And that's because we do believe that we accept that we are a news station. So we definitely put that out there. Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
So with that being said, we just wanted to just get in there. I don't know why I felt inspired to do it because I always want you to know. But we're the kind of news station, we're just talking to you like you talking to your brother, like you talking to your friend, like you on your job and you at the water bubbler. And you talking.
Yep.
We're not going to go diving deep. And if we do, it will be on an esoteric level. In other words, it will be on a spiritual way of seeing it. Yes? So really, we really, and we're growing. And we appreciate everybody who joined us and like us and appreciate our esotericness.
Yes,
we appreciate you all. But we wanted to take the time and mention that. Now, since you sat through that, so you're like, okay, what we're going to do? Well, we're going to talk about not Atlanta.
Close.
Potomac. We're going to talk about Potomac. That's what we're going to do. So go ahead on, baby Crone. Let's get started.
Yes, of course. We're just going to give you the quick highlights of what had happened the quick synopsis of what happened before we get into the highlights. There we go. I fixed it.
There it is.
Yep, there we go. So first off and foremost, this is, of course, Colorado. And what had happened was Angel... Oh, yes. So what?
Don't lose train of thought. When you said Colorado, it reminded me of Mary on TV. What was that? Mary Housewives, who was looking at it, the preacher.
Mary Cosby.
That's not in Cosby.
That's Utah. Close enough.
Really?
Yes, because I had to think of where Salt Lake City was in.
Okay.
When you said it was a religious thing, I was just like, right,
it's
Utah.
Like that just came to me. Okay, go ahead.
Yes,
but that's amazing.
Yes.
And remember, let me say this, I had did one of these already, but in the middle of it, I had a vision. And so we'll be doing it over. And at the moment she said it, it's like I was hypnotized. And it's like she said that and it reminded me back. So something's going over there, but that's okay. Go ahead. I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a review on that one because that's
because I'm in the middle of it. I had a vision, like I lost track of everything. That spazzed literally out.
Yep. I mean, hey, it's a fellow housewife. But some things that had happened in Potomac was Wendy and Ashley kind of got in for a little tit for tat. And then they had,
Wendy and Ashley?
Sorry. Thank you. Wendy and Angel had got in for a tit for tat with each other. Then there was a discussion with Angel and her husband that we are really going to highlight, that even the cast members, specifically Monique, can relate to. Then there was problems at the house that the ladies are staying at with the water. And then there was, towards the end, the girls really started to talk to Angel about her relationship with her husband. So those were some of the things that happened in this episode, in this sequence. Okay, so we're just going to start from the top before we dive right deep into it.
Nothing. Go ahead.
Okay.
Because so much I want to say.
There is.
I'm going to let baby fall. This is your monkey. I'm just going to swing on it.
Okay.
I said, this is your monkey. I meant to say, this is your monkey bar. And I'm going to swing on it. I'm just going to let you guide it while I'm out here swinging.
Okay. Well, first, we finally got some clarification when we watched back last week's episode. It is specifically Tia and Kay that's staying with Angel. And yes, Angel felt that Wendy's realtor was lying to her, and she's like, well, I'm going to have to talk to this realtor. And then Stacy, being the instigator, is like, well, why not call the realtor? And then Wendy called her out saying, oh, how convenient. But when it was time for you to call TJ, you didn't want to call him. Oh, Stacy learns the game very well, doesn't she?
Until she, as I said once, I said twice, I'm saying it the third time, she's learning how to play the game. Mm-hmm. She's so awkward.
She is.
But once she get it, she's going to be a beast.
Yeah, she's going to be a force.
Or she's going to always be that awkward character that we always want around.
That could be it too. Depends how
she'll become famous for being awkward. Like her timing, her thought. Like the best way I could say it is the white girl of the group.
Yes.
All of us are black, but she's the white girl. It had nothing to do with her color.
Right.
It's just she could be dark, she could be whatever, but she's the awkward one. But the nerdy one, the one that stands out. In this case, she's the prettiest one. Not the prettiest,
yes, I know,
but she's the pretty one. She's a pretty one. Yes. She ranks with the pretty girls, but she's the pretty dark girl. So she stands out.
She does.
You understand what I'm saying? So it is good to see her connect herself with Wendy, who is another pretty darker girl who's from Africa. So I could see she's playing the game. But to me, for her to be where she's at, I have to see what she sacrificed mentally.
That's true. There is something going on.
There's something going on up there. See, Gazelle, we already know with her. What is it? You know, when she was married to that preacher, and she got exposed. And don't forget, when Monique nailed her to the very cross, she was humiliated upon humiliation, just as Karen has been hurt. All of them. But they all been scarred in one way or the other.
Yes.
From the show. But we are saying what we already know what their scars are. Some are worse than others, but the humiliation are horrible. And I'm waiting to see. And it's nothing that the show puts on them. It's just there within them. Or it was bound to happen. So that's where I'm waiting for her.
Yep, with Stacy.
We already see Monique fumbling already. But that's Monique. We seen her fall.
That's true. She's still the same old Monique.
She's still the same old Monique. She says she changed. We will see. She is clever because Monique is the perfect instigator. And she's also the one that will get in there and fight. And that's what she doesn't want to do. But I see she sets herself up for battles. So it's like, don't test Monique. She's a wild card.
Okay.
And that's how I see it.
Mhm.
But go ahead. That's why I said I had so much to say.
Yeah,
go
no,
ahead and be quiet.
I get it.
Be quiet. But this is my thoughts. You know, you don't have to agree. Hey, it's just another way to look at it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, speaking of Gazelle, so and Angel, and what's going on with Angel in this whole Colorado house situation? That was just a side tangent that had brought us into the beginning of the episode, but more on Angel's hosting skills. The girls are going back and forth, but mostly Gazelle. She is taking head lead on this, on the fact that
I like the way she's handling it.
I do. She feels as though that, yes, Angel has some sort of hosting bone within her, but it's not translating on this trip.
Mm-hmm.
With the house and the water messing up, Angel saying that she's going to get in contact with the homeowner, and then the homeowner says it's all good, and they're still out of water. And then they had false hopes when the chef turned on the water, and then the water went off again, and Angel's embarrassed, like it's still not working. So it's looking bad for her. And Gazelle's like, I'm ready to go get us a new accommodation and take all you ladies with me, because this isn't fair.
What I really love about it, first of all, going backwards, what Gazelle, you're right, what you said, but also, she also, I don't like you putting me in this little room.
That too.
I don't mind what I'm getting out of it. It's okay if it was a space between us, but where we're going to smell each other's breath, this is not appropriate for me. You know that Ashley is both ways. This is how I'm seeing it.
You're right.
You're doing this. This is not appropriate for me. On top of it, your water, don't forget about the water. You have a smell of sewage. I had to squat for the little bit of water that was there and beg for, and I had to go to another, Stacy, to let me use the water. Mm-hmm. I had to squat. And going back, and not only that, you want to sit down and reprimand us. And even going back, we finally find out that we're not staying at your house. Now, coming forward, you mean to tell me your husband and his friends are there? Yep. You introduced us, and they treated us like we were mold. Are you kidding me? Okay, go ahead. That's all I want to say. I just had to go back there and do a recall because, and they felt bad, and she was embarrassed because remember, she had asked her mother, Dark Angel, she had asked her husband, you know, the girls want me to go out to have a slumber party. He was pretty much, no.
Mm-hmm. He did say it.
He didn't say it. He didn't have to.
He didn't.
Whatever arrangement, no. And I gotta say it, Monique called it.
Yeah, Monique clocked it.
She clocked it. And when is this girl? And I know you have to be embarrassed. So the girls said they were calling Angel when they realized they had a water issue, and they couldn't get in contact with her. Did I misunderstand it?
Nope, they couldn't get in contact.
They was trying with her first before they did anything. Am I right? Mm-hmm. And this is, I think, where Gazelle said, this is enough.
Yes. Because I think where they are located, they're so secluded in the woods that I think there's already shoddy internet service to begin with.
Right.
So to get in contact with anybody when you truly need help, Stacy called it best. It's like the movie Get Out. It's uncomfortable vibe.
She said it's scary. And if anything could break out, y'all could get murdered. Somebody could get kidnapped up in there. Who she hate. I told you all, you know, one thing I'm learning about people, it isn't that kind of nosy in the world. I don't vibe with you here. So I know I'm not going with you out there. Mm-hmm. You had the power.
Yes.
And especially when you introduced us to your husband and that dude over there stunting with that cigar. Mm-hmm. He looked like he would have blown my head off with a like that.
Okay.
Don't delete it.
Mm-hmm.
It just seemed like he would have just. Mm-hmm. They had so much energy of see hate towards these women. That's what it seemed like. Yes. It was so uncomfortable that even Angel was stumbling.
She was. No hello, no wave, no acknowledgement.
Nothing. They act like they had stepped on a goal, that they had stepped on a bomb mine, or whatever you call them, a mine. Mm-hmm. And they just blew up. They were and then they had to walk steps away from where they were, from the house to eat. Oh, see, and I think the housewives feel like this. As long as we got the cameramen around us, because there's got to be cameramen somewhere riding down the street. They can't just be videoing. There are cameramen. There is a producer, because I don't think that they would do anything without a producer. However, this just looked like one of them shows that somebody could go off, take out the producer or take out a main thing and take out a housewife.
Yeah.
This is what it's this is what
really
it feels creepy.
Danger.
It's teetering on that. They're out of country. It just...
Well, no, they're still in country, but they...
That's right. Right. What I want to say is they travel out of country. Even though they're in Colorado, they seem like they're in Mexico. Mm-hmm. In the desert somewhere. Yes. I don't know. Sometimes you just have to trust your inner gut and not go.
Yeah.
That's me. I wouldn't have trusted her from the jump.
No.
She's something wrong with her. But as in the world, when we look at her outside of the show, it all makes sense. She was set up, da-da-da-da-da. But I'm looking at it from what I know. And this is where I am. This is what you're showing me. This is where you mentally want me to be. In their past, even though I'm very much aware of where they are, I'm in their past. And so in their past, I just feel as though this is really dangerous games you play. Yes. And I think that the women, you all need to think before you jump to a trip. Because there are some things that can happen that even the producers have no control over.
That's true.
And if your insides is saying, don't do it.
Yeah, at least 3 of those women had that sort of inkling within them. And then it all proved to be
And
wrong.
what about Kay constantly crying? And whose husband woke up with a real bad headache?
Monique's husband. Either Monique's husband or... Yeah, Monique's husband. It was Monique.
Monique?
Monique saying
Monique not married.
Oh, well, that was who had called up saying that they wasn't feeling well.
Monique, ex-husband. Okay.
Had called saying that he wasn't feeling well.
But where is he?
She was wondering the same thing, to wonder why he was suddenly coming down sick.
Was he in Colorado?
No, he had called her up.
Well, I don't know what that got to do with the rice fees, but I do know some of the girls were struggling with that. I think it was Kay, and then somebody else started with that. Right.
I can't remember who it was.
The altitude. I've had altitude sickness in Texas. It was awful.
Yeah, Angel did warn them it would happen.
Yeah, it could be awful. Mine felt like I had a lump in my throat, and I couldn't. It's like every time I swore I had a lump, and I went to the emergency. They helped me. It was just altitude sickness. Told me to just drink as much water as just liquid, just keep myself. And they gave me something for dizziness and nausea. I was okay. Yeah. It was bad. It was going through the symptoms of that, feeling weak and tired, and it was an adjustment. It depends on how high you are or how low you are, because you can get altitude sickness from both directions. Remember, we're a ball in the universe. Yeah.
But I want to talk a little bit more about Angel and them finally, her inviting them to her house, because I want to question this logic here. How do you not want the ladies to stay at your house because of their negative energy, but you're willing and allowing them to come onto your property with that negative energy? And then when Gazelle tried to bring it up saying, hey, we was trying to get in contact with you, we're having problems, you're going to be like, well, I'll get that. We're settled. I'm going to get that settled, but we're here. We're right now. I'm going to be attentive. Anything you need, I got you. So now she's suddenly, oh yes, peace, on my property, anything you want, I'll do. But when you're not on your property, it's suddenly, well, I forgive you, but I don't forgive you. So I'm not getting this two-sided energy that we're getting from Angel. It felt very fake and performative being on her property. But nice house, though. It was very beautiful. Even though you talked about why you couldn't house all the ladies.
She couldn't house them because her husband was there with his friends.
That's
my opinion.
You're right.
That's why.
And
when she wanted to go, right, when she wanted to go to be with the girls to have a slumber party, because she probably would have been there that night when all that happened, he pretty much blocked her with her own statement. So she was there to make sure she catered to the men that stayed at her house, my opinion. Now, that's just another way to look at it. Look, you showing me something, you told me fill in the blank, I'm just filling in the blank what makes sense to me.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't mean it happened, just mean that's another way to look at it. You know?
You did, because you could definitely tell she wanted to go and join them.
Who?
Angel.
She had to.
No, she wanted to go and join
the ladies. Yes, yes, she did.
And like all the other ladies was talking about too, that's the whole magic of a girls' trip. All the girls are supposed to be hanging out.
He didn't want it. Because she done been to her husband, bitched and moaned, and now it's like, we don't want these bitches in our home. I'm just putting it like that. Why did you invite them here? I could just hear what he said, because that's what I would say. You know, you doing all this to be on TV. You said you wouldn't change, yada, yada, yada. Now these bitches all in our business. Now people looking at me, I can hear it. I can hear it.
And Monique is clocking it.
Monique is clocking it. Clock, 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 clock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And I'm saying that's what happens when you go and you tell your spouse or your boyfriend or your girlfriend everything. You tell them everything. And once they get in their mind that they are dicks and pinheads.
Yep, that's true.
That's the way they will always see them. You'll be ready to make up, but they're stuck there. And that's why it's not good to tell everything. She was all outside. I said, why is she going to tell them everything? Zip, 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 zip. Child, don't you hear Gazelle when she say, look, I wake up and I'm all by myself, and I ain't got to give an account to nobody, not even my children.
But Angel was offended at the ladies because Monique and hold on, let me see. It was Monique and Jassy that are starting to come down and question the behavior of her husband. And she's like, you guys are just upset because I'm in a happy, healthy relationship.
No, she not. No, she not.
Whatever you gotta tell them, make yourself sleep good at night, Angel.
I haven't read on them. But
no, that was really pretty much it this episode. It was all about the water disaster and the secret cracks of Angel's relationship coming forth.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that Gazelle would have slept in that room if the water was fine?
Yes.
Okay, because I do too. I think that she would have slept in that room. And I think she said the room that Stacy had smelled like a sewer. I think even Stacy, but Stacy said that this didn't feel right. She didn't feel right with none of it from day one. From the moment Stacy didn't feel the vibe of none of that. Give it to her. She ain't feel it.
Yeah, and you know what? It was really awkward too, because once Angel left and the rest of the ladies was together, it did feel kind of empty. It's like, okay, now what? It's like we're all just sitting here in a room. What are we supposed to be doing? There's no planned activities. Our hosts left us to our own demises.
Nowhere to go.
Right, nowhere to go.
Because we're so far away from civilization. That's creepy. But we up in here in this creepy mountain house, secluded by trees.
Yep.
I ain't feeling that. But that was the case. But that's what happens when you jump on a bandwagon, trust your inner self. That's what I say. Because I And like Gazelle, I would have just left, but she stayed. And even then she says, no, I'm going to go to her festivities. Look, if you know you're not an outdoorsy person, and I know that I'm not going to want to be fishing, I know I'm not going to want to go on no boat, I know, so it wouldn't be for me. I would just have to clock out on those things.
Yeah, but you should know what Angel all about. She talks about her Wonderland.
In Wonderland all the time. So why are y'all there? Many of you shouldn't even be there because you're not even outdoorsy.
Wendy was already complaining at the very beginning.
But I guess to be a good person, to be, as my mom would say, to be a good Samaritan, you show up. Yeah. Well, what you have to say? I thought it was a very good, and I thought it was very, very good. And the reason why I thought this episode was good because I like it when it stir up my emotions.
That's true. And this is only day 1, so we got day 2 and day 3.
I love it when you stir me up and get me angry. That's good TV for me. What about you?
Yes, most definitely.
You know, either you make me very happy or you make me very angry. You do that, that's good TV for me.
Yes, but definitely Monique has...
I like Monique in it.
Yes, Angel...
She stirs the pot.
She does. Angel's definitely going to have to watch out for Monique. Because Monique coming for her marriage. Not in any ill attempt, but she's like, girl, I've been where you've been, and I know what it's like to experience what you're going to experience. So I'm trying to give you some advice and heads up before you get there.
She don't want to hear it. Just like Monique didn't want to hear... she didn't want to hear Gazelle.
That's right, you're right. They'll learn the hard way.
Until women, we learn to know we got to learn to love one another, women. And we got to learn to trust one another. That's true. We do that by leaving each other men alone. You know, if you live in the same town, why would you sleep with that person? If you know that person, and you found out, why don't you break it off?
True, fair enough.
Right? Because that's different. But I think until many women begin to get to that sisterhood where we respect each other's spaces, I think we're going to be a powerful bunch. Yes. I really do believe that. I do. We hold life force in our hands. You know? We do.
Well, that was really it for this episode of Potomac this week. I can't wait to see what next week has to bring more for Colorado. Anything you would like to say before we close off?
No, I really enjoyed it. I'm a little spacey, but because I had taken some medicine. So if I seem a little spacey, I apologize that I took some sinus medicine. That's why I'm like this.
Got you. Allergy season. Well, with that being said, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this comment and commentary. But more importantly, leave your comments down below. Let's get a conversation going. How did you guys feel about Angel and the whole Colorado situation? With that being said, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It would really mean a lot to the channel. We would really appreciate it. Please and thank you. And I've been forgetting to say this in the last couple of videos, but you know what we always like to say to hype videos?
Hype us up. Just hype us up. Hype us up. Baby Con gonna learn the words.
Yes, clearly.
Baby Con called out this time. Next time she gonna know the words when we go. She gonna already know. So we're gonna be in harmony. We have been doing this now, but she forget. But we gonna do it. But she gonna know the next time. So we thank you for joining us again. We appreciate you. Keep watching. Share. Leave your comments down below. I love to hear what you're saying. And if you haven't, please subscribe. The world needs you. We need you. Make a difference. And now we say what? Sunflowers.